John, you've had a lot of great players, have a lot of great performances. What did you think of? Put Malik's in context.
Well, it's not just that he had a bunch of baskets, he made like daggers that gave us a chance. I made 2 players in our locker room stand up and come up and hug him because he saved them. Their breakdowns, their like, what did you just do? And I made him hug him because he saved them. Now, I hope there's a point where he's got to go hug one of them for something he's done that they covered his back. But first of all, North Carolina is unbelievable. That was if you watch that game, if you never liked basketball, you're going to start liking basketball. Like, wow, if that's what it is, I'm going to watch that. And I would say that as much as, and Roy's just one of the great guys in our profession, as much as he wanted to win and I wanted to win, I think we're still both figuring out our teams. You know, we're defensively, I mean, what did they shoot? 54%, 53%. That was us that shoot 54. You know, they have 18 assists and only 9 turns. I mean, it was like 2 teams and play fast and score quickly and open the court up, let those kids do their thing. And the biggest thing for us, and we talked all week, is that we out-rebounded them. That's, I can't believe it. Never thought it would happen.
Yeah, Coach, how important do you feel like it is for guys like Malik and De'Aaron, first-year players, to have an atmosphere like this sort of early in their career where it's a packed house, kind of on a neutral court like you're going to see in the NCAA tournament?
Well, we needed a close game. The game with UCLA wasn't close. They killed us. I mean, it was. We tried to make a little thing at the end and make it 3, but it was never 3. This game was what a game should be. They make a play, you better make one. They miss a shot, you better come up with one. And you can't panic. You gotta, you know, do your stuff. There was one play that Bam was in the post, and I'm telling De'Aaron, don't throw it in. And he threw it in there, and Bam scored. And I said, great shot. They asked me about the last play with Malik Monk, and I said, drive that ball, drive it. And he shot a 3, and it went in. I said, great shot, kid. Way to shoot that ball. I mean, we're still trying to figure each other out. They're trying to figure each other out. But it was, like I said, a great ball game, and I'm glad we won. But if we had lost that game, I would be saying it's December 17th, and this is who we are on December 17th against a really good team. Good enough to beat them, good enough to lose to them. That's who we are. Now, my thing is, where are we going to be 1 month from now? You know, now we got another, you know, war in 3 or 4 days after we travel half the country away to go back home and play Louisville on the road, which is going to be another war.
John, you said at the beginning of the year that this team could be one of your best defensive teams.
How about that?
Yeah,
What was I smoking at that?
Still feel that way at this point?
Well, I also said it's one of the fastest teams I've coached. And I was right about that, so I was 1 out of 2. What's happened to us is people are exploiting individual players on my team. We got to figure it out as a staff. How are we going to do this? They're exploiting 1, 2, and 3 players. The minute they go in, they go right at them. Every team is doing the same thing. We're working really hard with those guys to try to get them to be able to just, how about this one? Stay in front of a guy with your hand up. You don't have to take it from him. You don't have to like, just be in front of him and have a hand up so he can't just shoot a jump shot. And, you know, a guard slips on our 6'9" guy, and our hands are like this. And the guy makes it 3. I mean, there were like 3 of those today. And you don't understand, we work on that every single day, sometimes twice a day. So it's what happens when you have young guys. They revert back to what they know best, which is back away from the guy, have his hands down. And if he makes the 3, it's an AAU game. Wednesday. Can I get a hot dog? I'm hungry. I mean, they will revert back to that kind of stuff at times.
Cal, Malik told us when he knows it's going to be one of those games for him. When do you know? When can you tell with him that he's
I haven't been around him yet, but let me say what we did do, and I think I told you guys. I watched a film of him playing.